Hi, my name is Dawn Fazan. I'm sitting in Mount Shasta, California, getting prepared for the 20th annual Wesak celebration here. It's going to be a very phenomenal event. I can't find words enough to describe how great this is going to be on an energetic level this year. We've got people like Kathleen Kingdon, who's the head of the Rocky Mountain Esoteric School. We've got Don Miguel Ruiz Jr., who's written not the five agreements, but the four steps to awakening, and his latest book is Living a Life of Awareness. He is the son of Don Miguel Sr., whom I know you know. We got Meg Blackburn-Losey with her Living Light cards. We've got Tom Mercer, who's a water scientist who works with water on the quantum level. He's an amazing mystical man. You need to come down to Mount Shasta and see this event. Now, a lot of you don't know what Wesak is. Wesak is a lot of things. First of all, it is the second of 3 spring moons in March, April, and May every year. The folks around the world, depending whether you're New Age, Buddhist, they have a celebration. The first of the moons is the moon of the Christ. The second moon is the moon of the Buddha, or Wesak. And the third moon is the moon of humanity. Why they chose to celebrate that in springtime, I think it's fairly obvious. That is a time of awakening. Depends on what zodiac you're following. If you're following the Western zodiac, it's the moons of March, April, and May. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. If you're following the Vedic chart, it's still Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, but it moves into different months because they follow a moon calendar and not a solar calendar. Wesak is the date that most Buddhists believe Buddha was born, became enlightened, and left the planet. Whether he died or ascended is up to the various teachings of different sects of Buddhism. Just like we have different sects of Christianity, there's many different sects of Buddhism. We don't celebrate this as a Buddhist event, however. Mount Shasta is the place on Earth where Christ energy enters the planetary grid. At a time like Wesak, it's the most powerful full moon of the year. Energy is pouring through this place at rates that are very hard even for us who live here to absorb. When Joshua Stone started this event 20 years ago, he was guided to do so by Melchizedek, who told him that we needed to plant new energy into the grid to help the planet through 2012 and into the new era. Joshua passed away. I took it over in 2005, and we've kept that focus. We want to keep planting into this grid higher energies, higher purpose for humanity. I think if you look around, you're not going to have too much trouble finding things that may not resonate with those higher frequencies we want. So we come here every year in celebration to bring what we think we need to have for the future. Now, after 2012, last year, we started a new tradition where we began a new template for the New Age. That was last year. We planted the new template. This year, we were thinking, well, what do we want first in that template? And we decided it's sacredness. Then when you look around, you know Justin Timberlake, he's bringing sexy back. We decided to bring sacred back. And that's the theme of this year's Wesak, bringing sacred back. To do that, I scoured my list of people I know and people that other people recommended to find people to speak to you who can help you and me and the rest of humanity just bring that sacredness back into our lives on an everyday level. Kathleen Kingdon, the woman is amazing. If you look at the list of accomplishments in this lifetime, you can only imagine what she's done in previous lives. She can teach you and me how to incorporate the sacred, holy energies, not just of this Wesak, but of this life into that grid so that everyone benefits. Don Miguel, he teaches Toltec wisdom. But it's basically the same thing. How do you live a life that is, from the moment you breathe to the moment you stop breathing, sacred and a benefit to humanity? And Meg Losey Just her presence is uplifting and enlightening. She channels, but she doesn't need to, because she brings this energy with her. She's already living it. And she's very fulfilling just to have a conversation with her and these other teachers. And Tom Mercer is working on healing the planet by healing the water. He will do a ceremony at the headwaters here, which is where we're having the event, as Barry just mentioned, in the park here at Mount Shasta. And because we go into the Sacramento River from these waters here, that's going to go around the globe. Every drop of water on this planet is going to be affected by what Tommy does. You want to be there. You want to see it. So this year, Wesak is May 9 through 11. I know May 11th is Mother's Day, but it's also my birthday. So come and celebrate me. We're doing it at the City Park. If you want to get in touch with us, you can call 926-1762. The area code here is 530. If you want to do vending, you can call Barry at 918-9555. He's also 530. The Wesak website is very simple. Wesak, WESAK.US. There's a Facebook page also. Again, Wesak. Just Google it. We're there. If you Google us, we're always the first ones on top. So there you go. That's how long we've been around. Even Google recognizes us. What else can I tell you, folks? What do we need to know? If you're local to Mount Shasta, you can buy tickets at Soul Connections, at Shasta Rainbow Angels, and at the Silk Road Chai Shop. Now, there is a separate price for locals. I'm not going to tell you what it is here, but there is a separate price. For non-locals, the price is $300. We are running a special now where if you pay $400, you get your room with it. So you get your ticket and your room for the time that you're here. We only have two of those left, so if you want that, contact us immediately. And if you buy your ticket through one of the teachers, I think they're still giving a $50 discount. They have so many tickets they can sell, and they want to sell them because they donate their time to us, and the way they make money is by selling tickets. Now, Wesak here is a fundraiser for our Meals on Wheels program. Any profits made from this event go to the Meals on Wheels program. There's stories behind that, but the main one is my own. My father, when my mother was passing, found himself very depressed. When he took my mom home with hospice, they arranged for the Meals on Wheels to deliver food to them. This is in New Orleans. The man who was delivering Meals on Wheels to my dad had just lost his wife and had just been through the same process my father went through. And because Meals on Wheels is not just about food, it's about humanity, it's about helping other people, that man took the time to help my father overcome his depression and deal with the huge family that we have, and actually survived my mother's passing to now where he's been remarried. He's been remarried for 17 years now, which is a good thing. He's married a very lovely lady. So when I found out that the program here was in dire need of help, I felt it was a joyful obligation on my part to pay it forward. And I can't tell you how long this program here has been suffering with lack of funding. It has the basic needs, but there are so many people on the waiting list. Can you believe a waiting list to be fed who need help, who need us to drive food to them? They have to wait until someone else passes to be fed. And that keeps me up at night. So that's why we decided to turn profits from this over to Meals on Wheels. So when you come, you stay in a good hotel, you meet teachers and other people like you who are superior in every way, and you help Meals on Wheels. I don't know what else I can say to that.